Hello and blessings, beautiful souls. Sarava and I share to you, how are you today? So today I have a very special tarot unboxing. Let me reach behind me and grab just that. So I would like to introduce you to the Blood, Bread and Roses Tarot, which was created by a beautiful lady. And she goes by the title of Freyja. Now let me get her name exactly right. Freyja's daughter. That is the company, that's the creative person who created this beautiful deck. So let me try and get the shine off it and show you exactly what it is that I'm talking about. And so I do have another one of her decks here as well, which is the Vintage Erotica Tarot, but I'm not going to unbox that one today. So let's take a closer look at the Blood, Bread and Roses Tarot, shall we? So let's take off the packaging. A little bit of plastic there. Good sturdy box, matte finish, like really sturdy. I can feel the sturdiness of it. Now the one thing that I've noticed from the get-go is that the printing of the art on the outer box looks a little bit sort of faded, and I'm not sure if that was the intention, but it does look a little worn and what have you. So everything is clear, nothing looks really dodgy as far as the printing goes, so everything's clear, but it just has this kind of faded type of look, the back as well. But other than that, very sturdy. So here we have the inside of the box, which reads Freyja's daughter, and that is obviously her logo, and nice thick. So you can see how thick the box is. Very good box. And then we have Blood, Bread and Roses and Freyja's daughter. So this is the beautiful creator, and I love the sacred feminine power that she's exuding. So we have nice silver gilded edges. We have a little plastic cuff that I'm going to slip off now, and this is the back of the deck. So it is a high gloss deck from what I can see, and the back of the deck features 2 roses. It is reversible, which is groovy. I do like me a reversible. So there is that image of the creator right there to give you a little something. So let's have a look. We start straight up in, oh, it's not in order. I can tell this because the first card from the top was the 2 of Cups, and there we have it. We have a bit of photo collaging in this deck, so if that's not your bag, then know that ahead of time. And the stock itself, I'm gonna go with 380 upward. It's quite sturdy, not too bad, but again, very shiny cards, very shiny. They don't appear to be sticking though, which is a plus. So this is what we have here, the 2 of Cups. That is the 2 of Cups. We have here the 3 of Cups, which I think is one of the most popular cards, one of, not the most, but one of the most popular cards within the tarot. So it's always nice to show the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Swords for that matter, because some of those cards can be make or break as far as a tarot enthusiast goes. And what I mean by that is if they don't get those cards right, they just don't buy the deck. So we have the 5 of Cups here, and we have the theme of roses carrying through. We have a really beautiful sort of vintagey type of collage artwork, and it's really innovative, it's very fresh, it's very novel, incredibly modern, and does feature that strong sacred feminine vein throughout. The 8 of Cups is one of those special cards for me. There we have it. The artwork is very clean, and it puts a smile on your face, like the 9 of Cups here. She looks very satisfied with herself there. So let's speed this up a little bit. Here's the Ace of Cups, which I actually quite like. The images are really clear, they're holding up. We have here the King of Cups. Look at this beautiful man, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Princess of Cups. There we go, the Princess of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. So, here we have the Fool, and the Fool is really charming. Look at that. That actually reminds me of a friend of mine on my hen's night, let me tell you. This is the Magician, a really feisty looking magician there. And what follows is the High Priestess, and I love depictions of the High Priestess, I must confess. It's beautiful. The Empress, oh, she's gorgeous, look. She actually reminds me of a cousin of mine. We have the Emperor, which is a really quirky type of depiction of the Emperor, but I can dig it. It's so fresh, it's innovative, I've got to tell you. Here we have the Hierophant. Now this one's interesting. We have the Lovers here, and we have two men depicted in the Lovers card and the rainbow love heart there. So it is a deck that promotes equality. And then we have, hang on a minute, we have multiple, oh, I see what she's done here. So that's one version of the Lovers, and this is another version of the Lovers. I believe this is the heterosexual version of the Lovers. There we go. And then we have the lesbian version of the Lovers. So beautiful, very inclusive. That was really charming. We have the Chariot here. And the Strength card. I should have probably mentioned that there would be nudity in this one. I do apologize for not saying it sooner. We have a really beautiful Hermit card here. So this is a gorgeous Hermit card. Look at that. And the Wheel of Fortune is just like, oh, you're so beautiful. You're just so beautiful. Look at that. Isn't she gorgeous? We have Justice here. And the Hangman. Interesting Hangman, not my favorite, I must say, but I still appreciate when people go through it differently. We have the Death card here. Look at that big beautiful moth. We have the rose, we have the moth, we have the key, we have the pomegranate, we have the skull. It's a real underworldly type of card. Then we have Temperance. This is a unique Temperance card. But I suppose it does depict balance. I mean, ballerinas on their pointy-toed shoes. The Devil. Then we have the Tower right here. So very interesting. The Star, we've got a bit of nudity here. Nudity is very typical for the Star card, so. The Moon, interesting moon. Then we have the Sun card, featuring a little girl on the back of a horse as opposed to a little boy in a nappy. We have Judgment here. And the next card, of course, is the world, or in this deck, it is the universe. Right. And we have an alternative Fool as well. So if you didn't like the first Fool, you can go for the second Fool. And then we have the Wild card. Some might call this one the Happy Squirrel, but it is the Witch. Although it's holding the place of card number 1, so perhaps rather than the Magician, you would have the Witch, and I appreciate that inclusion. Look at that. She's gorgeous. The Two of Pentacles is rather ecstatic. Let me buzz you through a little bit more. Here is a great depiction of the Four of Pentacles, really modern depiction, like eyes on the prize and all that material possession. The Five of Pentacles, really interesting, very beautiful Five of Pentacles. The images are very emotive. The Six of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, this is really, really fun. Seven of Pentacles is absolutely beautiful. Let's have a look at the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Princess of Pentacles. So it looks to be a little bit Native American Indian. Here we have it. We have the Three of Swords here. Not to me the strongest three, like that's a little bit too kind for a Three of Swords, but the image is there. And we have the Four of Swords, which is beautiful. I think this is a beautiful Four of Swords. Just gonna get through it a little bit. The Nine of Swords right here. And the Ten of Swords. This is the Ace of Swords. King of Swords right here. Interesting King. Knight of Swords. Princess of Swords. And the Queen of Swords. So we are now in the landscape of the Wands. So let's show you the Three of Wands. Followed by the Four. And then we have the Seven of Wands, which is beautiful. The Eight. No, sorry, 10. The 10 of Wands. Beautiful. Ace of Wands right here. I like this ace. And then we have the King. And the Knight. Princess. And Queen. And that gets us through most of the deck. And so as you can see, it is a really unique, brightly colored, modernly depicted type of tarot deck. It's been beautifully made, great sturdy box, high gloss cards, around the 380 GSM. So it's sturdy cardstock. And I really think that she's stuck quite closely to her theme. And let me just get the box here. The theme is Blood, Bread, and Roses Tarot. It had a strong, erotic, sacred feminine. I've knocked something on the ground. It has a strong, erotic, sacred feminine feel and theme to it. there is a strength in the characters that she has chosen to depict within the deck, and I think she's done a really good job of bringing all of that together. It's very modern, it's very unique. I've not seen anything quite like it, and so it actually reminds me of my friends who are chaos magicians, and all of that sort of like collage art, everything a little bit more uniquely depicted. And I actually, as I'm flicking through this deck, the name Kellyanne Maddox came to mind. I'm not sure if she would be really into it, but it just made me think of her for some reason. So that should tell you a little something as well. But the cards are dark and they are light, so they are a bit of a dichotomy in that aspect. And all in all, she's carried her theme through beautifully, as I've previously mentioned, and I could actually see myself really using this deck for a while just to play around with some of its flavors, because like I said, I've never seen a deck quite like this. I don't have anything like this on my shelf, and as far as I'm concerned, this makes a very unique collector's item. And so that is my little unboxing and flick through first impressions of the Blood, Bread and Roses Tarot. Now I will be doing a more thorough review of the deck once I have had an opportunity to really work with it, and that will be something that I will be doing. It looks like it would be a deck that is really appropriate for the time of Beltane, but we will see how we go. And so this is not the last time you will see this deck on my channel, and as such I hope that you are interested in seeing a good thorough review of this very unique deck. So congratulations to the artist, Freyja's daughter, for her solid effort on this one. It's a beautiful deck, it's very unique, there's nothing out there quite like it, and for that we should all congratulate her. With all of that said and done, I'm wishing you so much love, luck, peace and joy. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope that you have enjoyed this tarot deck, and please do leave your comments below. Tell me what you thought of it. Tell me if you've seen one quite like this one. Tell me your thoughts. Share it with me. Much love.